Hey, it looks like we are live. Let me know if you can see or hear me. My name is Kay Hamilton. Oops, here we go. Just setting my phone up in case things go pear-shaped and I can't keep up with the comments or can't see the comments. Hello, 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 and thank you to those who are joining me. I need to go over to the comments so I can see. So say hello when you join me and tell me where you are joining from. Hey, Tori. Hi, Kylie. Hi, Glenda. You look like a new face. Nice to see you. I say ho and tell me where you're joining from. Hi, Emma Lindsay. How are you going? Looks like I can see the comments. So thank you for joining me. Excuse me. My name is Kay Hamilton, and I am here to talk to you and ask you, are you creating the life that you want? Do you feel like you're the master of your destiny, or do you feel like you are being swept along by, the powers to be? Let me just see. Are you in your power? Are you living in your full power? Where's Meriden, Valerie? I think I've seen your name somewhere before. That's interesting because it's not letting me see the comments. Yes, it is now. Okay, so how are you all? I'm here to ignite your courage. I'm here to inspire you to do what you need to do to live the best life that you can possibly live for yourself, and make sure that you are living with as much happiness as you want, so that you are living with as much anything that you want to live with. Much happiness, much health. You can't see others' comments. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I'm not quite sure. And Wendy, streaming in from Sydney. Fantastic. Glenda, you're from New Zealand. I love it when we have some Kiwis in the house. Jan Marie, I know that you're from Queensland. Deb Simmons, not sure where you're from. I don't know what you can do to see other people's comments. I've got no idea about that side of things. It's not always easy to stream, so it keeps everybody happy. But we will do the best we can. So I actually use two things. I use my phone and I use my laptop as well. So lovely to see you, Valerie, from Western Australia, WA, the great WA. I guess it's been really hot there for you. Today we had a beautiful wild night last night here in Tasmania, and lots of wild rain and wind today. However, it's all settled down now and it's just beautiful. So Linda Moore, good afternoon. Where do you hail from? Because it is 7:22 in my world at the moment. Isn't it amazing? We're all on different time scales, but and from all over the world, we get lots of people globally here, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm here to talk about tonight. I'm going to talk about one of my feature oils, Linda WA. I thought, yes, beautiful. Where did I put it down? I have put some release in my Victoria. Sorry, I'm reading Tori's things. Horrible here in Victoria at the moment. So much heat. Well, look at me. I'm in long sleeves. Not that it's really cold, but I've just been out and I've just come home. So I put on my long sleeves because it's not exactly the heat you're getting in Victoria. I came in different this spiritual site. Hi, Nick. How are you, darling? Nice to see you here with us. Release. So yes, I'm streaming, and welcome if you're listening to my YouTube channel or my Activate Your Courage with Kay Hamilton page, or you might be streaming from Spiritual Events Directory. Let me know where you're coming in from, because I actually don't know how to tell unless you do comments, give me comments, and then I can see if I go back and listen. But yeah, anyway, I want to talk about release today. In my oils group last night, we had a bit of a conversation about our a state of our body, our liver, what's going on with our livers, and talking about the emotions that we are feeling and what emotions we retain in our bodies. So when we experience something and it might give us some serious grief or serious trauma somehow, or we're feeling angry, if we're feeling a lot of those emotions that are coming from our life experiences, we need to be able to transmute those emotions, because if we hold them close to us and bury them down, and if we don't express them or we don't know how to make them work for us, we can become really clogged, blocked, confused, disenfranchised. Is that a word? It is a word, but we can become detached, and we can kind of go into overload and remove ourselves from everyday life, and then other things start happening to us, and we just are not functioning on a really high level. So this beautiful oil release is one that I've got in my diffuser, and it is a brilliant oil. And last night in my oil group, we were talking about the liver, and everyone was quite fascinated, because I think for some people it's a new concept that the cells in our bodies hold on to the emotional experiences that we've had, or hold on to the experiences that we've had, and the emotional attachment that we have had to those experiences. Now, I believe, hey, Kerry and Kelly and Melissa, thanks for saying hi. And Mila, is that how I say your name? And thanks for letting me know where you have streamed from. So, Wendy, you've moved over to Spiritual Events Directory. Fantastic. So you can follow me on YouTube. My YouTube channel is just Kay Hamilton. So you can follow and go back and look at my other shows if you are interested in some of the things you get connected with here tonight, because I love promoting the idea that you, or each of us, can create the life that we want. However, most of us, or if I could put it in the context of what I was like in life, I used to be like this, a boat on an ocean without a rudder, and without a motor, and without without a paddle. And my life kind of took me on journeys where I really didn't want to go. And I was having experiences that I wasn't enjoying. I had people in my life that created havoc in my life. And thanks, Tori, sales, that's it. Or your angel wings. So I'm all about making sure that we are creating our own wings. Yes, Jamarie, a car without a steering wheel. So I decided that I wanted to get my boat into gear, and I needed to put things in my boat so that I could go on the journey that I wanted to in life. And life didn't just, I used to be just rolling around on the waves, and a wind had come along, and I felt like I was being blown in that direction, whichever direction the wind was taking me, until I realized that I really needed to take stock of where I was going. And so I needed to grow sails or wings. I needed things on my boat that gave me, or tools that gave me the ability to transform, transmute, and the ability to bring into my life what I needed. Yes. So now I'm heading in life. I've got a rudder. I know where I'm going. Yes, I might find some confusion in those waves, or I might need to up level. I might need to use my tools. So what tools have I got? I've got my beautiful, 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 stunningly fantastic Young Living essential oils. Hey, Kate Manning. And they're one of the most powerful things that I've used, along with other things that I use, to make sure that I'm the director of my life. Now, let me know who here, are you the director? So you could affirm, I am the director of my life, or you could write in the comments, I would like to be the director of my life, or I am becoming the director of my life. Let me know in the comments how you feel about where you're at with your life. Now, when we have these things that are bottled up. I was previously diagnosed with depression. My life was a mess. I was in a family drama. I'd allowed somebody into my life that created total havoc, and I had to find my way out of a situation. I like that one, Jean-Marie. I am the director of my life most of the time. Fantastic. I'm becoming the director of my life. And fantastic, Tori. So we each have the choice to call the shots in reality. Or we also have the choice to not allow stimuluses or experiences to becoming what dominates where we're going or dominates what happens to us. So as we start becoming our own directors, we're the ones who are calling the shots. Once we start doing that, other things start falling into place. Kelly Highland, I am now becoming the director of my life, having escaped a coercive control freak. Well, all hail to you. So that's where I'm at. Yes, I definitely escaped a control freak in my life. But not only that, I actually made sure I've actually got permanent restraining orders against this one person who I had allowed to overtake my home and my life. People don't appreciate dictators or directors. Well, yes, if people are going to be pushing you around in areas that you don't want to be pushed around, that is not really what we're here for. And let's face it, we are coming into a time where all of us are being called to become empowered. We're all becoming masters of our destiny. And 2022 is the year where I want to find as many people who are on this path to changing their life. And if that's where you're at, you're in the right place here tonight. Yeah, okay. So Kelly, your current order runs out in March. Okay, so you need to make sure when that runs out, you're empowered, and what things have you got in place to support you moving forward. So this is not the place to unpack all that at the moment. However, when we are experiencing trauma, and I actually believe that each and every one of us have experienced great trauma, particularly in the last 2 years, as well as the trauma that we might have been experiencing, the trauma that the global trauma we're all experiencing, it also becomes a global consciousness. And I was talking to someone today or yesterday about how much trauma we've all actually been living with. And even though we've got things going on in our life, and we've been paddling along, I think in the last 2 years, we've got this expansive trauma that is underlying our lives in every moment of every day, because we don't feel certain about what's happening. We've the narrative we're being given is that this is the rules for this week, and this is the rules for next week. And hang on, we're going to flip all the rules around, and we're going to change them all over. And what we said to you 2 weeks ago really doesn't add up this week. And so now you've all got to live with this as the rule we're giving to you. So I believe we have been holding ourselves in this energy of just feeling like someone else is directing our boat. Now, to some degree, or to a large degree, hi, Carrie, welcome and hi, Vicky. I'm beginning not to take other people's energy or thoughts. Fantastic. That is wonderful, Vicky. So that's what we have to do, even though we've got these outer things that are compounding us in life and giving us their direction. It's hard to word all this up, but we need to be able to move within that the parameters that have been put in place for us. We need to learn how to navigate around things, in them, under them, over them, whatever we can do, so that we don't get caught up in someone else directing us in a way that we don't approve of, or in a way we don't appreciate. Media changes, no real direction. Every day something has to change. Yes. Now it's interesting that something else about life is change is constant. The only constant, like with another conversation the other day was, some people saying they don't like change. However, in actual fact, change is it is really constant. Nothing stays the same. It might seem the same, might appear the same, might feel the same, but there's always change. And I think it's really important for us to know that from within our own inner power, we can start calling our shots. And I fully believe that we're heading to a world where our sense of calling the shots is really, really important. And I think we all really have to step up into that place in the world. And part of that is us becoming our inner guidance, listening to our inner guidance, and becoming the best version of who we are possible. And that is an ongoing journey for each and everybody. I was on somebody else, can't remember, something else this week came up, and it was talking about how we all need mentors. We all up level. So as we journey through life, well, as a child, we were in kindergarten, then we went to prep, and it's an accumulative thing. And we don't, when we finish schooling, we don't just stop there. Or when you become a parent, or when life changes, and how are we going to navigate those things? So one of the most important things to do is to not hang on to the baggage from the past. And so if that's what we've got to do, we've got to move through where we've come from into where we want to go. Well, we need to make room for those changes, and making room for those changes comes when we release what we don't want. And there's lots of different ways that we can do that. And one of my favorite ways is to live with intention and to use essential oils. Now, this release that I'm talking about is what I want to just sort of bring into the energy tonight. So in the comments, if you feel up to it, and hello Zita, how are you, gorgeous? In the comments, if you feel up to it, tell me what you want to release. Name it up, and you can do a sentence. I release. So what will I might start. Let me think. Okay, I release fear of the future. And what I would do is put my, and you can all just do this while you're sitting there. If you've got release, I know some of you people will have some release. And I'm just going to put some on the end of my finger. I'm going to activate it. And then I'm going to put it on my liver, because your liver, which is actually on the right-hand side under your chest, and it's quite a big area. It's about the size of my hand. And you can actually give yourself a bit of do some tapping on it. So just some tapping like this. We did some tapping last night in our wisdom group. Do some tapping and think about what you want to release. And I can see Jan Marie wants to release some weight. I'm with Jan Marie. Tori wants to release built up frustration. Zita, I want to release fear of setting boundaries. Awesome stuff. Fantastic stuff. Release is not in the basic kit, but it's just a fantastic oil. I release all self-doubt and lack of self-confidence and feeling not good enough. Fantastic, and bravo. I need to release a lifetime of abuse. Fantastic. Oh, bravo. That's really, really, I get excited when people are in a place where they actually want to make the change. Because I can tell you, I can sit here for the next hour and say, this is what you need to do, or you can do this, or I can throw the seeds out on the paddocks or in the garden. But if you're not going to water the seeds, if you're not going to take some action, so no action equals no change. So let's imagine that we are ready to do some releasing. And so releasing what we don't want opens us up to inviting in what we do want, and it makes space for that. So always good to unpack where we've come from, so we know what we need to put in our in our suitcase or in our bags for moving forward. So, Kerry, I release worry about my next step. Fantastic. Now, my mother used to say, worry is a sin, but she used to worry a lot. But we are not meant to worry. And all the worry that we have within us can hold us in that state of worry. And if you're in that state of worry, there's no room to move on to the next thing. So I release fear and the need for others to use me, including family, that I have self-monetary value to be paid. Fantastic, Glenda. This is wonderful. So release is your friend, and it actually comes in a kit. Jean-Marie, you asked if it comes in. So I actually promote using these beautiful oils, and this is a beautiful kit that it's called the Feelings Collection, and it has present time in it. It has release. It has valor, which is calming and strengthening. It has harmony in it. It has forgiveness, because we've usually got to forgive ourselves, or there might be other people that we are feeling uptight about, and inner child, because this collection helps you to just move through all those emotions that come with that stuckness, all those emotions that come with I'm not good enough, I can't really help myself, whatever you've got yourself stuck into. These oils are a fantastic way to support yourself. I want to release my worries caused by others. That's great. Like, why would you want to take on other people's worries? Worry takes away today's happiness. Absolutely, Vicky. I love it. I release it all with the help of my oils, my secret weapon. I like that, Vicky. Do you have a favorite oil you're using at the moment? Tori, I had peace and calming mixed with orange diffusing today. It was great. And Bella, in your bedroom. Beautiful. Kelly, I'm on the path and trying all sorts of things to help me move into the next phase of my life. Fantastic, Kelly. Well, I hope you, on the little ticker at the bottom here, you can see where my, where our essential oil group is. We get together every Wednesday night. A lot of my beautiful crew are here tonight. We get together Wednesdays and Thursday nights and talk about all sorts of things. So last night we talked about the parasympathetic and the autonomic nervous system and the importance of the liver. And liver is the liver holds a lot of those tensions, and it's all about it's so important to keep that cleansing going. So Vicky, you're using Diges at the moment. Fantastic. That's a great oil. So, Jen Marie's putting a plug out for the Enchanted Vision Quest. So on Sunday, some of you here have already joined. I'm going to post my link there to my masterclass, which we are getting to. Oh, it's not coming up properly. But anyway, you might have to grab it and copy and paste it. When I post something, it goes to all 3 pages. I'm sorry. But on Sunday morning, we are getting together for a vision quest. And Tori's coming. She can't wait. And we're going to sit together for about an hour and a half. And we're going to look at what's holding us back, where we want to go. We're going to plant the seeds. We're going to actually cleanse the paddock. We're going to plant the seeds. And we're going to take some action to help us move forward in life. So I'm really excited to be doing a 2022 vision class. So if you are wanting to make some real change, that's one thing you can do. The link works, Kay. Great. Fantastic. You might have to copy and paste it. So Jan Marie's, yay, Kelly, fantastic. So I hope, Kelly, you feel inclined to join us Sunday morning and really take some action on sowing some seeds and watching, your garden grow. And I always talk about, when we're talking about all the things that we've had in our life that we feel have not worked for us. To me, it's like we put all those things in the compost heap. And from a compost heap, all the rubbish, all the things we don't want, all the crap, And what you need to do is just know that you can put all that into like a compost heap and then allow it to, I was going to say fester, not fester, break down and create its own warmth and heat. And then when the time comes, you can plant new seeds in that compost heap and you'll have the best sunflowers that you've ever grown, or whatever you're going to grow in it. But from those compost heap experiences, we can then grow our own beautiful field and we can become this amazing sunflower. We can rise above all those things that have been holding us back, because that's what we need to do so we can find happiness and so we can experience success in our life, success to start calling our shots. I remember a time years ago when I was I was married at the time, and I don't even know how I got myself into this scenario, but anyway, we bought a block of land to do some farming. We were setting ourselves up in business, and I was spend all our spare money. Not that we had, I don't know, we just lived from week to week. And it was like, will I buy some butter or will I buy some bread? I've got like $3 left in my little meager amount of, here we have just block this person. I had a meager amount of money to survive on. And you just had to, it was like we had this decision to make. And it was absolutely, that side of it was horrible when I was so broke that I didn't know, bread or butter, which will I put my last $3 into. And then a couple of years after that, my husband left me, my situation was, I started, anyway, long story, but when I got a little bit of money, I remember spending $65 on a coat for myself. And that was something that I did for me, for my healing, because for 4 years, if we had a spare $60, it would go on a bit of fencing or on some, things to some stakes in the ground or on something for the farm. And for 4 years, I was not in a situation where I could do really anything to nurture myself. And I understood that we were putting all the money into setting ourselves up, which we did, and that was successful. But I'd neglected myself so much that it was a huge thing for me to spend $65 on a coat. And it was one of the most empowering things that I did. So that was a sense of me turning my life around and making some decisions for me that was going to work. And that woolen coat lasted me for years. I probably threw it out eventually because I'd moved on from it, but it was a good quality coat. It was a good investment. It kept me warm. It was practical. So these are the things that we need to start doing on ourselves to start giving ourselves some nurturing in whatever way I think if we're craving some nurturing, we need to listen to those things. So, Kate, you've been using Endoflex oil. A drop on each chakra seems to give a boost. Fantastic. So the Endoflex oil is going to support the natural functions of your body to help you keep going. Now, it's good for for a healthy endocrine system. So if you're feeling like you're out of balance, you're low in energy or whatever's going on, and you feel your body's a little bit sludgy, using these beautiful oils is going to support your body in so many ways. Never heard of that one. Yes. Okay. Have a look in your book, Jean-Marie. Tori, this past 6 months, I've started realizing I need to do this for me. Absolutely. Now, Tori, I know you've got lots of children. I was the same. I was the mother of 4. And your children come first. They come first all the time. But eventually that will catch up on us because we've given and given and given. It's like if you've got a jug of milk and you've poured from the jug, you've poured all the milk out of it. Well, and you look in the bottom and you go, but what about me? So, hey, Melissa, it's always a good idea. These days, I tend to recommend you to keep your jug full and allow the cream over the top to go to other people. So if you're topping yourself up, you've then got the energy or what it takes to look after your children. Time to find me. Your jug was empty. Yes. So Absolutely. So who's had that empty jug moment? And what I'm going to do is pull out some cards for people because I've rabbited on. I'm enrolled in various healing modality courses that I've been wanting to do for years. Very empowering and nurturing. Fantastic, Kelly. That is just wonderful. Congratulations to you, because a lot of us become martyrs and we just stay in that energy of being a martyr, thinking you've got to save everybody. And something else I discovered was that if I, just kept looking after everybody else, I was empowering them, or no, I was enabling other people to be in that energy. So I think it's actually not supportive. And the situation I was in was I was holding up a rotten bridge. So if you're supporting something that hasn't got good stability and good structure, you're there all the time just trying to hold that bridge up, and there's no room for you to expand and grow and feel the joy and the ease, and there's no room for you to just let your heart, do what it wants to do and lead you. So yes, especially lately, Melissa. So, and Wendy, good on you. You've done that with 4 children. Amazing. Oh, the finger in the dike. Okay, so the finger in the dike is holding up the water or something like that. Hi, Kelly. You would love a card. Okay, so I've rabbited on. What I want you to do is I want you to set your intention for empowerment. And what is it? And let's see if we can get you a message tonight. So you set your intention. You can type it in the comments if you like, and I'll do my best to keep up. If I miss you, let me know. I'm going to go to Kelly Jones because her name is on the screen here. Let me know who would like a little bit of guidance. But first of all, while I'm waiting for some more comments to come through, let's start off with an enchanted. I've got to turn them around the right way first. An enchanted card. Yes, I was an enabler that way too. Left it behind some years ago with people out of my inner circle. Absolutely. So what you need to do is, sometimes you've got to move on from your friends. You've got to find people who are uplifting, not those ones that come around with that, moaning and groaning all the time. You don't want the users in your life. You want the givers, and you want to be in a situation where you're giving and they're giving, and it's a two-way street. So I found if people were takers, they're the ones that I kind of drew my boundary around. No, I'm not actually going to allow those takers to take from me, because I'm naturally giving. And I'm naturally, got a big heart. But when we're walking, letting people walk all over us, we're not actually doing anyone a favor. Ooh, this one is protecting treasure. Okay. Now, I wonder what that says to you when you look at that card. So my interpretation of this tonight is this is a group card, something for everyone. Let's protect the treasure of our internal wisdom, our health, our happiness, our knowledge, and our knowing. So who would like to protect their treasure? And that means she's actually sitting on her treasure. She's taken her crown off. You probably can't see her crown. She's taken her crown off. She's got the umbrella up. It looks like it's raining. She's protected. She's got a little bird sitting on the umbrella. And there's some beautiful things around here. So she's actually looking after her energy. I really love that. Absolutely fantastic. So, Vicky, what did you do? Intention to walk with an exclamation mark, not a question mark. I love that. That's fantastic. Vicky, you're coming on our Sunday Vision Quest. I hope you are, and don't use that link. So anyone who's in my Young Living team, you get a discount. You get a half price discount. So send me your a PM if you want to come to my Vision Quest. All right, I'm going to go to Kelly Jones, and then I'm going to go to Kelly Highland, and we're celebrating Kelly Highland, who is definitely on the path with purpose. Kelly, if you have not got beautiful Young Living essential oils, you work on Sunday. Oh dear, I have to do another one, not on a Sunday. If you haven't got Young Living oils, you definitely love them. You would love them in your toolkit to work. Instead of intention, what do you see for me? I agree. The takers, yes. Who walk all over you, yes. To get rid of. Well, what's your intention? Turn it around. What would you like instead of that? You give me that intention. All right, Kelly. I have several different packs of cards here, so I'm going to use this one. Peppermint. So peppermint oil is the one that's going to help you to expand yourself. It's going to help you to get your feet on the ground and take some action. It's an oil that gives you some get up and go, and it clears the brain fog. It gives you a sense of where you're going. It gives you clarity. It's a beautiful oil to put in your drink, to stir around with some honey, and it will support you to move forward in the direction that you want to go. So no more, lying on the couch. It's the oil that's going to just wake you up to step you forward in the right direction. Kelly, will reach out and you'd like some oils, Young Living oils. They're fantastic. Reach out and I can help you set up your account. You can look at, some people go to my website, but what I recommend you do is reach out and have a conversation so that you can, Kelly, so that I can talk you through what the best way to start is. Kelly, fantastic. Understood exactly what you need. Fantastic. So peppermint, I love putting it in my water or making a herb tea. It's really, really supportive. If you're feeling a bit, out of kilter in the tummy, or you don't understand things, it's a good oil to support your ability to integrate things that you're learning about and things that you want to bring into your life. Kelly Highland, let's see what we've got for you. I'm just tuning in. I feel like there's a card up here. Let's see what we've got for you. Thanks, Kelly Jones. And yes, come and join our Oil Wisdom group if you're interested in organic, natural ways to support you and your family. Come and join our lovely community. And let's see what we've got for you. So, Kelly Highland, this one's Kunzia. And this is so perfect for you. I breathe in, I breathe out, I am safe. So this oil is going to support you from all those hurts that you've been experiencing, and it's going to help you to feel safe in your way of moving forward. So Melissa Hawkins, you can find the group. I don't know if we're friends on Facebook. So you can, I've got my little ticker down there. The group's called Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom. And actually, I've got my website wrong there. It's myйл.com. /Kay Hamilton. Have you hurt my left eye? No, I haven't hurt. I don't know. No, I haven't. But it looks like I have. But I haven't. I might have got a little bit of mascara under there. So Melissa. No, that was Kylie, wasn't it? Where are we going to? Melissa. Yeah, come and find my group. No, I haven't hurt my left eye, Donna. That's so exciting. Let's go to Stephanie. Stephanie, what's your name? Bernard. I just write them down because I forget who you are and where I'm up to. Where did I've got to move you up and down? Stephanie, love a card, please. If you have time. Stephanie, where do you hail from? I'm going to go to these pack here for you. Oh, thanks, Jan Marie. You're being my little secretary in the background there. That's my website. for bookings, and also a website for booking into the masterclass. Or some of you might be interested in a one-on-one session, and I'll talk about those in a moment, because I work with color and essential oils, and I call myself the Courage Activator. So who have we got? Stephanie, Believe. Now, this oil is going to help you balance and stabilize your emotions. It's going to give you happiness, inner strength, unfolds boundless potential, and give yourself more belief in yourself and your possibilities. So have you lost belief in yourself, or have you lost belief in your potential, is what I would be sensing for you. And this is a beautiful blend. We have some Believe here. And this is a blend. If you've got something in mind and you really think deep down, I can't do it. If you feel that you haven't got what it takes, you can use Believe, and you can, help yourself to come out of that feeling of not being good enough. And you could use bergamot, coriander, or frankincense. If you haven't got Believe, there's some oils that you could use to help bring that sense of belief. And, belief comes from really once you start succeeding, or once you start experiencing success, or that's when you start believing in yourself. But to get there, you've got to feel balanced, and you've got to feel, this inner belief first, and believe there are possibilities. So my sense to you, Stephanie, is for you to realize that there is huge potential, but unless you take some action, you might remain stuck in your place somewhere. So that's, yeah. Where am I up to? We'd love a card and some oils to support you, Rita. Beautiful. I love your little profile picture there. I'm just tuning into frankincense immediately for you, Rita. So frankincense, and I'm going to pull a color card for you. I love working with the energy of color. And let's see what message we've got for you. And there's a big long message there from Glenda. I'll see if I can catch up with that. Attract success. So frankincense, this one's for you, Rita. So frankincense is going to help you to really listen to those messages that come from God, from source, from that inner sense of who you are. And it's time for you to know that you can attract success. And I feel like it's time for you to start listening or start creating a world of positive thoughts. So it's time for you to turn around any negativity that you have towards yourself. Frankincense is really grounding, and this is talking about really your base chakra. What are you doing with yourself, Rita? Do you feel successful? Do you feel there's something more to life that you are looking for and yearning for? Glenda, I just felt where I moved from Invercargill, it was full of drug addicts. Have reported, but after a run of crime, deaths happen after chilling. Where I've moved to is no better, and I can't provide intention. The air out here is quite negative still. Prefer to stick close to home. Okay, so your intention might be to feel protected in the environment that you're in. And an oil we use for that is called White Angelica. It's really protective, and when we put that on, we feel like we, I always like to imagine we've got our angel wings around us that can help us fly, but also come in and nurture us and give us that protection like a beautiful cape. And let's see if I can find, I'm going to tune into these enchanted cards, and let's see what we've got for you. One Ring Circus. Ooh, I'm going to find the book here. This is a new pack of mine, and I feel like it's interesting. So it actually, in relation to your question, I'm going to take your name down. Will I? I'll move on to Melissa next. One Ring Circus. This is like you being on an island. Like you're feeling alone where you are, and you're feeling like there's this treacherous ocean around you, but you're on your elephant, and you've got this sense of you're up there on your elephant. So maybe you could embody this vision of where you are, but know that sitting up on that elephant and rising above it all, and gathering, I feel like it's a time for you to gather your resources together. And there's a majesticness in this. So it's got the 1 and the 5. So that's about leadership. It's about you stepping out into your role, stepping forward. And the 5 is about feeling adventurous. And when you put it together, it's 6, which is all to do with creativity and family and relationships and dynamics like that. So let's see what it says in the book to see if I can get you some more juice here. You are capable and competent is the affirmation. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize all the wisdom you've acquired along the way that makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. So I think that just about foots things very nicely for you, Glenda. Fantastic. Kelly, you're onto it. Ooh, you love frankincense. Fantastic, Rita. All right, Melissa, what have we got for you? Are you a Dodd? Melissa Hawkins. Hi, Melissa. I know some Hawkins. They live here in Tasmania. All right, Melissa, let's see. What are you saying? You yes, please, to Vicky? I'm not sure what you're thinking of there. And Melissa. Oh, yes, please. You'd like a card, Vicky? I'm guessing maybe that's what you're thinking of. Perfect, Rita. Excellent. Let's see what we have coming up for the lovely Melissa. And this is an oil called Palo Santo. So have I got my Palo Santo here? I don't, but it is an oil blend. It's not a blend. It's a beautiful tree that you can use for spiritual cleansing. So you can actually, some people get the little pieces of timber and buy that and use that like a smudge. However, my question would be, make sure it's coming from a sustainable source, because I'm sure everyone here wouldn't like to think they're cutting down the forests just to make a whole lot of incense sticks. I've got no idea, but I know that with Young Living, our Palo Santo, Gary Young from Young Living, he discovered how to distill Palo Santo. It took him a few years, but guess what he discovered? That you can only use the wood from the tree when it's been down on the ground for 2 or 3 years. So you find the dead trees that have fallen over, and you use that to distill the oil. So you can't go and cut down a tree and put it, and put it in a still. It's not going to work. So Gary Young took quite a few years, persistent and dedicated person that he is, to work out how to distill Palo Santo. So you need to say to yourself, when you're using your Palo Santo, I am empowered and cleared of any negative energy I may be holding on to. Vicky, you're getting Palo Santo, your stick keeps going out. Yeah, well, the other thing is, in reality, when you distill an oil, there's no smoke coming from it. It's actually a lot healthier for us to diffuse an oil like this, or simply to smell it. Came in an oil. He sounds like he is a very clever man, Kim. Absolutely. So we're actually the biggest essential oil company in the world. Gary Young invented diffusers. So if you've got a diffuser in the house, you've got a little bit of Gary Young in your house, because once Gary Young found all these things, of course, other people go, oh, you're on a good thing. I want to join that good thing. And other people started producing them. And even the roll-ons that we have, the little roller balls, oh gee, I move things around. The little roller balls that go in the top of your bottle. Gary Young designed those as well. And of course, everybody else wanted to pinch his ideas. So then he created a new little version of it and he patented it because he got a bit tired of everybody pinching his ideas. Okay, Melissa, carrying some old negative energy. Yeah, we all do. So if you haven't got Palo Santo, you could use frankincense for that. So it's good for meditation, good for prayer, good for just sitting with yourself and, getting some cleansed energy. Good on you, Vicky. You've got lemongrass at the moment. So beautiful. Health smells amazing, and hubby hasn't complained. So fantastic. The rollerballs are amazing as well. Absolutely. So that turns our oils into something that we can just roll on and give yourself a bit of a massage. And, if I've got something like a headache or something that I'm feeling, a little out of kilter, and I can pick up an oil and just roll it on. Every night I use Tranquil before I go to bed, and I put it on a roll on, and I've got another really good feminine oil called Progessence, and I put that on at night as well. That's my little ritual. Yeah. Okay, Melissa. So if you want to know where to get the oil, I think Young Living was the first, would have to have been, because Gary Young's the one who created, who worked out how to distill it. So I don't know. I guess these days other companies have it somehow. But if you haven't got a Young Living account and you would like access to the oils, I encourage people to set up a wholesale account. And I can show you how to do that. So you can get in touch with me if you are interested. So I've got 5 minutes left up my sleeve. So I'm going to just go back. Would love to connect. Are you still here, KJ? Where are you? Kayla, here for the first time. Would love to connect, please. Fantastic. So once again, friend request me. If you would like a conversation, let's have a chat. I realize my website is incorrect, my oil website. So you need to friend request me. Kim Jade, we have a blend called an outside blend. And it has, we've got to be careful what we say here in Australia. But I like to tell you that citronella, mozzies and things, they will be deterred, or you can annoy them with an oil called citronella, or we have an oil called purification, which has lots of uses, like purifying uses. We talked about that being good for the liver. Purification's a good one if you need to speak up and if you need to, get strong enough to say what you need to say. So that's got citronella in it too. But if you put the oils on your feet, then it goes through your body and it emits the oils through the pores in your skin, and that can annoy the mozzies as well. So plus we have an outdoor spray. So yeah, reach out and let's know. Purification's absolutely beautiful, Kim. It just smells gorgeous. And when you want to purify your home, if you've got some smells around, or like some people put a drop in the kitty litter or around the place, you can use that so that it takes the smell away. We have oils for children. We have that's another story. We have oils for animals. We have all sorts of oils, but purification is, fantastic. If you've burnt the cabbage or cooked some fish, you get your purification out and it neutralizes all those unwanted odors. Guidance on your living arrangements. Well, that sounds like you need to talk to me. So what I want to do is, look, no matter what we do, we all have to get strong within ourselves. So if you're interested in a one-on-one, I'm just going to show you some of the type of artwork I create during a one-on-one session. These are sessions that I do with people, and they're transformative sessions. So the person who I did this for would know the story behind the journey that we go on during our one-on-one sessions. So if you are interested in a one-on-one, I don't know which way it goes, probably that way. If you're interested in connecting with me for a one-on-one, that's a possibility. Reach out, go to my website, and you can connect with me there. So that's just some example of some of my art that I work with, and you get that as an ongoing. I send it to you. I take a photo and send it to you in a text, and you put it on your screensaver or put it up wherever you want on your or put it on your phone, and that will help you to anchor the changes and transmute whatever's going on in your story of your life. And we all have stories. Jade, how much oil can you put on the soles of your feet? Well, depending on whether you're an adult or a child, depending on whether you know your body is ready to receive the oils without. So a lot of people that have toxicity in their system, when you put an oil, it can aggravate the skin and leave a rash or something like that, because they're a healing tool and they help to get rid of things you don't want. So in your body, so they're a good way to detox your body. They're a great way to clean the cells in your body and to reprogram the cells in your body, because all our cells take on our memory. They take on our intention. We talk to ourselves and ourselves. So the oils support that journey, because when we smell an oil, it goes through the limbic system of our brain and it releases those old memories and makes way for us to put in all the goodness, all the good things that we want to, bring into our life. So you can search me on Facebook. That up here is my profile on Facebook. So I'm just Kay Hamilton on Facebook. Or you can go to Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom and I'll friend request you. Come and join our oil group. Come and join my 2022 Activate Your Enchanted Vision Masterclass on Sunday morning. Let's see what you can do to take that action that you really want to take. So some of you who have reached out and said, yes, you'd like to connect, if you find me, it makes it a whole lot easier, but I will see if I can find you if you haven't managed to find me. And thank you very much, Kim Jade and Kim Thurkle. Yay, Melissa, good on you. You found both pages. Fantastic. So that hour went really fast, as it always does. Thank you for connecting with me, and let's make sure that our intention is, whatever we do, that 2022 is going to be the year that we all step into our courage and bring our purpose forward with passion, so that we can create the life we want in 2022 and become the masters of our destiny. So we're not that boat flipping around on the ocean. We need to be that boat with the rudder set, the sails up, and the motors going, or whatever it is, so we can power into our life and create what we want, not what other people's ideas of what our destiny is for us. Imagine if we lived in a world that we were all fully empowered. Wouldn't that be beautiful? So it's over and out from me, from my heart to your heart. Thank you very much for being with me. Take care, and I look forward to connecting with all of you next week or in between. Bye.